Hi, this is Greg Binder. I'm the manager of Geist Lake Marina. I'd like to welcome you to our pontoon boat rental experience. This is a very popular option where you get to take a boat out and rent a boat for a whole day on the lake, have a lot of fun, and just enjoy lake living and beautiful summer afternoons. To book our rentals, you go to geistmarina.com. That's where all the information is contained about the times the boats leave, the availability, and again, that's where you book them, pay for them, and then you'll get a receipt electronically. For many of you, this is going to be the first time on the lake or first time driving a boat, so we want to make sure you're having a fun and a safe time on the water. So to help do that, our staff has created several videos, 3 videos in particular, to help you learn about our boat, general boating 101 we want to call it that, and a tour of the lake so you understand where some of the areas that are shallow or hazardous that you may want to stay away from so you maximize your time on the lake. So enjoy the videos, enjoy your day out here. It's a wonderful opportunity to get out and come out with a boatload of your friends and get your feet wet in the world of boating. And have a beautiful day.
Alright, so to turn on the boat, you're just going to turn the key. That first turn is going to turn on the battery. Turn and hold for the engine, it'll kick right on. I'm going to turn it off for the time being though. This is your throttle right here. You push it up to go forward, down to go reverse. Obviously the further forward you go, the faster you're going to go forward, and the further down you go, the faster you're going to go in reverse. So things to keep in mind: to turn on the boat, it needs to be in neutral. And this red emergency clip needs to be on and secure. It steers just like a car, left to go left, right to go right. It's going to feel a little weird at first just because you're on water, but you'll get used to it pretty quickly. And then finally, also there's no official brake on a boat, so if you do need to stop for whatever reason quickly, as long as you throw it in reverse, that'll slow you down safely. The only real thing on the dashboard you need to be concerned about is your depth gauge here. Usually we recommend anything from about 4 to 5 feet. You're going to want to turn around and get to deeper water. Occasionally the depth gauge will consistently beep once it boots up. Something like this. So in the event that this happens, it just means that the alarm range has been shifted. So to fix this, just hit the up arrow and then change this to about 4 or 5 feet. And most of the boats should be preset to the settings. Sometimes they do get messed with. And of course, you can always ask a marina attendant to help you should you need it. The other dials aren't really too important to an average boater. Maybe the fuel gauge is all I gotta look at, but that doesn't move much during a rental period. As for these switches down here, if you have a daytime rental, the only one you're gonna need to really be messing with is this radio switch here. As long as that's flipped up, the radio flips on over here. Alright, so to turn on the radio, just make sure the radio switch is flipped upwards. It takes a second, but it'll kick right on. Our speakers have full AM, FM, Bluetooth, and aux. To switch the mode, you just hit this little mode button right here. Obviously the volume buttons to control the volume. These arrows here are for tuning. These buttons are all around here are mainly just for adjusting some finer settings. You guys shouldn't need to mess with those. This mode button's the big thing. So you hit this once to go on over to AM, hit it again to go to aux, and again to go to Bluetooth. And you can always just ask a marina attendant as to how to connect to the Bluetooth on the boat. If you have an evening rental, usually we do this for you, but you can just flip on all these lights just to make sure that all of your lights are on for the evening. There is some variation boat to boat, but you can always ask a marina employee if you have any questions on the specific aspects of your boat. We send out the boats with everything you're going to need out on your trip. For example, the anchor is stored under the one of the front 2 compartments. It is already tied onto the boat, so when you throw it in, just be sure you secure the excess rope down here on the cleat. All of our boats have enough life jackets on it for the specific capacity. For example, this boat has 12 life vests. They're typically stored in these front 2 side seats here. Indiana state law requires anybody under the age of 13 to be wearing a life vest at all times, but obviously anybody can wear one if you so choose. All the boats also will have a paddle and a throw cushion for emergencies. The paddle is just used should the boat die for whatever reason, just to make sure you don't get into any kind of sticky situations. And the throw cushion is used kind of as an emergency life preserver. If you have any questions ever, you can always call us at 317-849-8455. Thank you very much. Have a boatiful day.